All right, everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Bob with Homestead with Sadie. So what we're doing today is have a little project that my daughter thought of. She did a majority of the work. I helped fine tune some of the things with her, and she would have finished, but there was a couple issues she came into that I'm going to resolve. But as you can see, it just used to be a wall. Walked in, boom, boom is the wall. So she designed to have it a coat rack at this end. Open up the cabinet and you can put gloves in there, hats in there, scarves in there, whatever in there. And then on the other side was going to be a built-in gun cabinet. Because as of right now, we just have my old one, portable. So obviously for the pew-pews lean up against the back, she went ahead and she notched the boards and actually put a rubber base in there. So what we do is, I'll get the height and stuff, measurements, I'll mount one up top here, and then I'll mount one here, face it in, so the stock of the gun will sit on the rubber and not sit on the wood and rub and all that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put racks on this side for the pistols. Of course, that's after. I'm gonna repaint it all. Right now it's all primed, but I'm gonna go through with the high gloss, the white, the hard white, the good white, and I'm gonna paint them all, and eventually do the whole room. But for now, I'm gonna redo all this. And for the bottom shelf, for the ammo, knives, I'm gonna go ahead, I've got the hinges, and I'm gonna actually finish this up so it can actually be locked. So I gotta mount that, and the door is actually gonna get drilled out and have a lock on it too, so we can keep it locked. So for the glass part, we couldn't find glass big enough that would actually fit in there. So I actually got some heavy duty plexiglass that I'm fixing to take and cut it down, but I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fit it in there. And then obviously once I peel it off, it'll be clear on both sides. And then I'll put the lock on there, and that'll pretty much have it. It'll be pretty big, because it's pretty big front, but it'll give us plenty of room for everything we got to put in there. And then I can empty out the little one. And it really made this section of eventually a mudroom look great. It really helps out. Obviously you can see shoes down on the bottom on each side. In the middle is actually all dog toys. So it really works out for the storage space. It's sturdy, it's been stained. I mean, you can sit right here, you can put your shoes on. If you wanted, you could throw the pillows up there and just lay here and look out the back window and enjoy the view.
She really did a good job, didn't she?
She did a good job. But let's get to work. It's acrylic.
I know.
Crystalline.
Smells like when you get your nails done at the...
Oh, well, I was wondering what, I was like.
Yeah, that's what the nail shop smells like.
Now let's just put it up there and see. All right, yeah. So this is really good. Now the fun begins. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so first thing we want to do
I know.
Ready? Okay, so what I got to do is I'm going to put a bead, if I can get it coming out, along this edge. It's going to do two things. It's going to help seal it, seal it first, and then second, what it does, it'll stop them so that it won't move. All the way around. I can't see the line. Looks like I got it around. So, put that out of place. So let's peel one of these sides. All right, so now what we're going to do. Drill some pilot holes before I put these screws in. So, got that, because I don't want this to move.
Oh, you want to go into the, you want to,
Plexiglass, yep.
you didn't go into the wood?
No.
Why not?
That's because first of all, the screws are tiny, and I want
Okay.
to get two in with screws before I go. Nice that we can.
Oh,
I only got a 10 pack, so I can't lose none of these. So, got that. Okay. Six. Oh, you'll just screw this somewhere. One, two.
did they rip you off the screw?
This fucking sucks.
You got the two that went behind, right?
They're
Okay.
there, they're there. All right, so we got that. Let's get the top. And as I'm putting these in, I can actually see them drawing it down into the silicone. And giving it a good seal. Which in the long run, I'm going to go through and reseal the inside, or it'll actually be the outside of the door. I'm going to put a bead anyway. So let's do this. Let's get a close idea. So if I do 16, 32, 48.
Where to put the screws?
Mm-hmm. So 16. 32. 16, 32. See it squeeze up.
I didn't capture that, but
There we go. So for now, because I'm going to leave it laid down until it's completely set before I hang it. Well, maybe not. But you can see, if you come to this side, you can see where the screws tighten it up. You got silicone right here. In certain spots around it, obviously when I tighten it up. So to make that good, I'm going to put a bead of silicone all along here, all along. All right, so got a seal. So here goes the moment of truth. So that's actually what it's going to look like.
looks good. Look, I can see Sadie in the reflection.
Yeah, there's dog hair on it and stuff, so I'll wipe that down later. But
I like that.
it's heavy.
I like how what's that stuff? That wood on the wall?
The shiplap.
Shiplap. I like that shiplap look. Shiplap look. All right. So we just gotta find the handle or the lock.
It'll be just a lock. So I'll have to measure it out, drill it, and get all that for the lock. Get that, and then I'll measure them and get them in place. Where I'd like to, how high up and where I'd like to put them. And then, just may go ahead and do that right now. But the good thing is,
is I can get an idea off the little cabinet how high up. So 36 3/4. And then I'll get a level. So I come over and I said, we'll put it up there, get some height. So I put it in there by hand. It's just wedged in there real tight. And it is dead level. That was pretty good. I'm off by maybe a hair. That's it. Couldn't ask for anything better.
So you're gonna screw that thing in?
So I'll get it mounted. I'll get that one mounted. And then I gotta figure out how far we want to mount this. So 8 inches is where the stop is. What I'll have to do is do 7.5 on one side, 7.5 on the other side. And mount it. So let's just see what it will look like. No, that's too up. No. We'll work that out. See what we got. So I measured top to bottom, took the lock, measured where it would go, so that when I put it in and tighten it up, the lock will be right on the edge, and all I gotta do is put a little piece of, I mount a piece of wood in the backside, or like an L bracket, that the lock will be able to catch. But that makes me wonder, how's this one? Oh, there's a groove there. Put a little quarter inch piece against this wall, and the lock will catch it.
All right.
We're good.
All right.
We're good. Start on there. I took the hinges and finished up the hinges on this bottom cabinet. Obviously, this is where we keep all the ammo, license, locks. So, got that so it locks up, and then this one was getting the latch in. Got the latch all done, got a plate in there. Locks up tight, no play, both done. Turned out really good. I gotta clean up the lock, I gotta clean up the hinge, but it's got a fresh coat of paint, completely all done, both sides. So, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next one.